Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone who knows the line, it might choke Stymie, but it's not going to choke me. Welcome to the Wednesday Night Choke Net here on the 146715 repeater. I am Kilo Echo 8 Papa Victor Lima, your net control for the evening. My name is Nemo, November Echo Mike Oscar, and I am located in Denmark Township. Before I go any further, is there anyone that needs this repeater for emergency or priority traffic? All right, nothing heard. If anybody does need the repeater for emergency or priority traffic, Net Control will recognize, break, and your call sign, and we will gladly concede the repeater for the duration of your emergency. Again, this is the Wednesday Night Joke Net here on the 146715 repeater. This is a directed net, and all traffic should go through Net Control. Everyone with a valid amateur radio license is encouraged to participate. All those listening on scanners and through YouTube and other various social media outlets, we appreciate you listening too. This net meets every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on this repeater, and the purpose of this net is to have fun making each other laugh, coming up with crazy punchlines for this week's joke. Generally speaking, this is a 3-round net, so please stick around or you may miss something. Before I go down the list of regular check-ins, let me just say the repeater is owned and operated by the Ashtabula County Amateur Radio Club. Repeater is available for public use. You can obviously get to the repeater via RF and via Echolink. The repeater has a negative offset and a PL tone of 141.3 and an Echolink node of N8CT-L. Please treat the repeater like it has a 2-minute timeout and allow for clean breaks between transmissions. Other than that, we are good to go. Speaking of breaks, I'm going to break for time, and then we'll go down the list and see who else here tonight. All right, starting off at the top of the list with our regular check-ins, I have Jeff, KC8LAR.
KC8LAR, we're here.
Oh, it takes me a second to get my pen to write. KC8LAR. All right, we got Jeff written down here. I don't know why my pen was acting up there. How about Wayne, Alpha, Charlie 8, Yankee Juliet? All right, well, hopefully he'll be checking in with us in just a little while, but he doesn't usually miss him that. I thought I heard this call sign come across their repeater just a few minutes ago. We'll try Vito, Alpha, Delta 8, Oscar, India.
Alpha Delta 8 Oscar India here with the XYL.
All right, we've got the +1, and thank you to the XYL for sitting in on the net tonight. Appreciate you being a listener and participating. Hey, how about Jim, KE8 LFR?
KE8 LFR, I'll be here for round 1, Nemo.
All right, Jim, thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. Let's reach out to Hiram, see if you can punch through the trees. W8 KNO Joe. Well, I heard the squelch break. Maybe give it one more try.
Good evening. I changed antennas. Is this better?
All right, Joe, got you in the log, man, loud and clear. Thank you for the 5-5, and keep it going right there. You're in the magic spot. We'll reach out to Canada. Victor Echo 6 X-Ray Tango Charlie. Bruce, are you with us tonight, sir?
Yeah, I certainly am with you folks, and I sure had a nice night last night with that aurora. Boy, that was quite something to see.
Ah, man, I wish we could have seen it here, man. I would have appreciated seeing that. That also would have meant I would have seen some sunshine, which would have been a big plus, too. But we had some cloud cover and snow, so that's where we were at. We'll keep on going down the list for now, though. How about Ken, KE8YBN? Uh-oh, that's 2 weeks in a row. We might want to do a welfare check on him, make sure he's doing all right down there. I heard Andover got hit pretty hard with that snowstorm. How about Dan, N8DRL? All right, nothing heard there. I know he doesn't have a radio hooked up yet. He's and his Echolink was acting goofy on his phone, so maybe we'll get that worked out for him very shortly here. He's still having some mobility issues, but he is getting better. I did see him the other day, and he had a smile on his face, and he was happy to be home. All right, we'll go down the list here still. I got one more check-in here from last week. Victor Echo 6, Hotel Foxtrot Kilo, are you with us tonight? All right, that was the station ID. That wasn't who I was calling, but that's okay. Hopefully he's doing all right, and he'll check back in with us later on. That's the bottom of the list as I have it. Is there anybody else who'd like to check in? Please call. All right, nothing heard. So let's just move right into the joke round. Thanks everybody for being here tonight. Obviously, we are in November. I'm only going to do a couple rounds this evening. So, as most of you know, we've had snow here for the last snow and rain and no sun for the last couple of days. I'm not in emergency power mode, but I'm starting to work on low power mode. So I'm looking at the power management situation. I think we're just going to cut it short tonight. So we'll just do a couple rounds and we'll see where we go from there. In the meantime, the joke tonight is, what is the best way to fix a broken pumpkin? Tonight's joke, what is the best way to fix a broken pumpkin? And, oh shoot, we'll reach out to Canada. We'll go to Bruce. We'll put you in the hot seat tonight. Victor Echo 6, X-Ray Tango Charlie. What's the best way to fix a broken pumpkin?
How about taking it to a Shell station?
All right, I like that one. Taking it to the Shell station. I didn't use this joke before, did I? I don't think I did. But hey, I try and find new ones every week. All right, we'll go up the list here to Jeff. KC8LAR. Well, what's the best way to fix a broken pumpkin?
Best way to fix a broken pumpkin. Well, I don't have any pumpkin glue, so I'll have to scratch my gourd and think about that one. KC8LAR, back to net.
Man, I hope that pumpkin glue is edible, because otherwise it would taste funny in the pie. But all right. How about we'll go down the veto. Alpha Delta 8 Oscar India, what's the best way to fix a broken pumpkin?
Alpha Delta 8 Oscar India here. With the pumpkin patch is our answer. Back to net.
All right, very good. I like that answer with a pumpkin patch. How about it, Jim? KE8LFR, what's the best way to fix a broken pumpkin?
say, with a jack and a lantern.
All right, I like that one. That's not one I thought of, but that's right up there on the top of my favorites list. Absolutely. How about it, Joe W8KNO? What's the best way to fix a broken pumpkin?
The best way to fix the pumpkin is put it in a pie crust.
Absolutely, that's my favorite way. Absolutely, put it in a pie crust. There's always room for pumpkin pie. It's one of those things that doesn't seem to take up any space in your stomach, and you can sure eat a lot of it. All right, very good. That rounds out the list as I have it. This is K8PVL in the Wednesday Night Joke Net. Before I get into the actual answer, is there anybody else that would like to check in? Please call. All right, nothing heard. Tonight's joke. What's the best way to fix a broken pumpkin? To use a pumpkin patch. That's what my answer is. But man, what's the best way to fix a broken pumpkin? To use a pumpkin patch. But I like the blending it up and sticking it in the pie pan. And that sounds like a much better idea to me. There's no such thing as a broken pumpkin as long as you got a way to cook it. All right, this is K8PVL. Let me get into, we'll just do the quick announcements and then we'll get into why everybody's really here. All right, for the first time in a while, I was able to spend some time checking into the Aries District 10 Ashtabula County Emergency Services Net Monday night at 8 p.m. on this repeater. Again, that's a negative offset, PL tone 141.3, and then 8CT-L. Please check in with those folks over there as often as you can and give Aries and emergency services a hand. Man, I was just talking about how important that stuff is to somebody today. And just even like with the North Carolina, Western Tennessee, or Eastern Tennessee hurricane that just went through here like 2 years back, and all the stuff that went on with that, and how ham radio operators came together. It's just another example of what we do in our community service there. All right. Also, the Ashtabula County Amateur Radio Club's weekly net is Thursdays at 8 p.m. over on this same repeater. Negative offset, PL tone 141.3, and Echo Link node of N8CT-L. And that is all the announcements I have this week. So if there is an announcement you would like relayed here, please feel free to drop a line to me, either via the Wednesday Night Joke Net Facebook page. I believe there's a way to send a message through the YouTube channel, or just text me or send me a message any old way you can figure out how. And I will get it, and I will put the announcement up here on the net. All right, let me get out the way. We'll get into why everybody's really here. Ooh, this one might be a quickie tonight, man. We'll see what happens. We put Bruce in the hot seat. We'll keep him there. Victor Echo 6 X-Ray Tango Charlie, thank you for being here tonight, man. I appreciate it. And what do you got for the group this evening?
Other than the Aurora, which I really enjoyed, we actually had some clear weather last night. That was awesome. I really don't have too much to add. I did buy a miniature heat gun, thingy so that I can melt the shrink tape on antennas and whatever. So I've got one more reason to start building my couple of antennas that I want to do. A tri-bander for VHF and UHF, and a dual band radio for antenna for VHF and UHF. So that's going to keep me busy this winter.
Absolutely, absolutely. I actually need to get my HF antenna back from Andrew, my friend Andrew down the road, W8JC. He took it home to slap it on an analyzer and trim it down for me so that I could start putting it up in the air and then never gave it back. I'll see him tomorrow. I'll remind him again. I did remind him last week that I wanted it up before the heavy snow flew. And that aurora, man, I wish I could have gotten out to see it. I know the sun is very angry at us right now and is spitting all the toxic magnetic coronal ejection stuff at us. And, well, I haven't been on HF, so I haven't noticed it myself. But, man, I would have loved to have seen the aurora last night for sure. Instead, I saw snowflakes. All right, Jeff, KC8 LAR, thanks for being here tonight, my friend. And what do you got for the group?
Good evening, Nemo, everyone else on the net. Good to hear I'm not the only one with an antenna project this winter. I've been spending the week perusing the county auditor's website looking for anything taller than the trees. And I think we've got a few things identified there, and now it's time to put some more footwork in, so that's what I've been doing. I don't know if we'll make any progress or much at all, but first I guess you got to identify suspects before you can move forward. But other than that, just spending a little time with the family, and that's about it. I got to make a day to get the car into the garage. I got a couple of lights out, and got a blinker going fast, so it just those things just drive me nuts, and I'm too cheap to pay anybody to do it. I've always done it myself. So with that, we'll toss it back to net control. This is KC8LAR.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I'm kind of desperate to get some car work going myself, and not antenna projects, but I'm making a list and I'm checking it twice, and hopefully it'll be a wish list for somebody, and we'll make that happen. All right, Victor. I'm sorry. I was gonna start spelling out your name phonetically there, Vito. Alpha Delta 8 Oscar India. Good to have you with us tonight. And what do you got for the group, sir?
I wish we could have seen the aurora last night up at Nemo. It would have been very interesting. I was planning on going to do a photo excavation. Got a little bit, got out of work a little too late, and a little too hungry to head up to the park. And if it was clear, I would have gone back out. Trying to figure out, I got to get a couple, 2 to 3 antennas built over the winter and get up in the attic. And I keep saying it, I just got to do it. I also got to clean up my shack, reorganize it. It's gotten quite a bit disorganized. But on the brighter side of things, I only have 11 days of work left this year. So I got the rest got tomorrow, 4 days next week, 3 days before Thanksgiving, and then 1 week in December, second week in December. And I still have 1 day to take off. So I'm trying to figure out when to use that one before the end of the year. Back to that.
Well, I don't know what to tell you on the extra days off, man. Just take them and do what you got to do with them. But good on you, man. 11 days off before the end of the year that you got to work on. I appreciate that. Hey, how about Jim, K8 LFR? You still around with us, man? What do you got for the group?
Yeah, I'm still here. Not a lot going on. You guys are all talking about antennas. I still didn't get mine done. The famous saying, maybe next year. Put the car up, put the bike up, the golf cart, got the garage settled. That's about it. Now we just sit and wait for that stuff. Back to net.
Well, I feel you on the sentiment with the stuff, and I hope it holds off for another couple weeks because I could use the holding off for another couple weeks, at least any kind of serious levels of it. That's for sure. But hey, I'll get through. We'll make it happen. And as far as the antennas go, yeah, I really wanted that up and running because I had some plans, but you know how that goes. Everything's a jack in the box, whatever that means. I don't know. Joe W8KNO, good to have you with us, sir. Thank you for reaching out all the way from Hiram via RF. Appreciate that, man. What do you got for the group tonight?
First of all, good evening to everyone. I'm glad to be able to make the repeater. Good evening. And I've been avoiding doing anything radio-wise. It got cold this week, so I brought in all the plants and dug up half the bulbs. Hope to get the rest of the bulbs dug up on Friday. And I'm making my list of things to do this winter, and the one that's taking first place is do nothing. So with that, back to you all. All have a great week. W8KNO.
All right. Well, I like the sound of that first place one there, and folks should do as much of that as they possibly can. But I have a feeling this winter's going to be pretty busy for me, that's for sure. All right, this is KE8PVL with the Wednesday Night Joke Net. Before I do anything else, is there anybody else that would like to check in? Please call.
KE8 Oscar Kilo Kilo.
KE8 Oscar Kilo Kilo Lenny, good to have you with us tonight, sir. Anybody else?
In Mobile.
KE8YQL.
All right, I got KE8YQL, and there was a mobile station in there. I didn't catch that.
Bill.
It almost sounds like your antenna's wired backwards. Try one more time.
BN Mobile.
KE8YBN Mobile. Gotcha, Ken. Give yourself, I don't know what's going on with your antenna there or with your transmission, but it almost sounds like somebody's doubling with you when you first start talking. Give yourself an extra second. We got you in there, Ken, though. We'll hit you right now, though. Hey, man, thanks for joining us, Ken. KE8YBN. Tonight's joke was, how do you fix a broken pumpkin? And we're already in the comment round, so take it away, sir.
I really have no idea. Duct tape, probably. Back to that.
All right, duct tape. Got you on the duct tape. And go ahead with your comments since you're mobile.
Just actually came out for a Bible study and rolling on back home, back down to Andover. Been kind of chilly and enjoyed just a little short snowstorm we had. That's about it, really. Back to that. KE8YBN.
He has no tail squelch. All right, Ken, we got you there. I'm wondering if you're actually going through the repeater, because I didn't hear a tail squelch on you, did it? How about Jeff, KCLAR? Did you hear a tail squelch on him?
Negative Nemo. I did not hear a tail squelch.
But you picked him up, right?
I got some of it. It was kind of rough from where I'm sitting, but yeah, it sounded like he was simplex.
Yeah, Roger. So Ken, just be aware, KE8YBN, we're pretty sure you're in simplex mode on your mobile. Next meeting, we'll take a look at your radio, see what's going on with that. Maybe we can fix it up there for you. That might be why we're hearing a little bit of noise in the beginning of your transmission. Roger?
Okay, Roger. Copy that. Okay, wave in. Okay, I'll be on site.
All right, moving on the list here. Thank you again, Ken, for being here tonight. Appreciate the effort there. K8YQL, Chris, good to have you with us tonight, sir. Tonight's joke, what's the best way to fix a broken pumpkin? And we are in the comment round, so take it away.
K8YQL here. Good evening, everyone. It's been a minute since I've been on the net here, or checked in, but I'm glad to hear everybody. I'm going to skip on the joke. I apologize, but I can't come up with anything that quick. But I just wanted to say hello to everybody, and I know none of us are looking forward to the cold or the winter time, but 'tis the season, and so I've been trying to do my best to button some things up here around the homestead, and I've been keeping pretty busy playing music a lot lately. That's been kind of fun, and keeping me busy. I haven't been playing a lot of radio, but I did get on QRZ today, and just cleaned up some logbooks and some different things, and surfed around on there. There's some pretty good. I found a couple of radios on sale for some decent deals. Guys selling a ICOM IC7300 in a box, the battery, and a bunch of other stuff for like, I don't know, maybe $700 and some dollars, and some other things. So anyway, that's about it. Not a whole lot going on my end, but K8YQL here. We'll pass it back to Net Control, and thanks for what you do, Nemo.
All right, Chris, thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate it, man. Always a pleasure having you on the net and hearing you out on the radio. How about Lenny? KE8, Oscar, Kilo, good to have you with us tonight, sir. What do you got for everybody?
Well, not much. The pumpkin joke, huh? Well, let's see. Toothpicks. How about you put them back together with toothpicks? Does that count?
Absolutely. Toothpicks, put it back together with toothpicks. I know plenty of people to do pumpkin carving, and toothpicks are a staple in that hobby, as it were. All right, very good. Go ahead with your comments, sir.
Boy, I got a lot of comments, but too many comments. You know how we are. We all got stuff to do. Try to get the house, things outside, winterized, things put away, you know. One project. I know it's a little late. Got some stuff done already before I hit, but I got a few more items to do. I had to climb up and see my flashing. That needs done. I'll wait for a good day. Oh, let's see. Basement. Reloading room. I redesigned my whole reloading room. Now I got 4 benches, 4 presses, and a Meg Junior shotgun press. I got 5 presses I had to make space for. And other shelving for brass and bullets and hulls, and another one for tools of the trade, bushings, back bushings, all that good stuff, like shotgun building. Anyways, yeah, the other presses I set up like 9, 380, stuff like that. Keep them set up, 357, so they're ready to go. Anyways, yeah, I redesigned the whole thing, so I'm trying to get it wrapped up pretty close. Other than that, one question. Sonny, where's Sonny?
Oh, he's out there. He's running around doing his thing. He does a lot of POTA activations now, and he hasn't been doing a whole lot of 2-meter work. I know that. He's been mostly staying on the HF side of things. So, but he's out there. He's healthy. He's doing good, and every time I've seen him, he's had a smile on his face. So, hopefully, that's a good sign. Roger.
Yeah, he looked at an amp I had here. I know it's kind of high in price, and they are. I got a few pieces of equipment, as I told you. I got to get it to eBay. I am going to sell one, make it affordable for him. Yaesu FL 2100B. Still has a plastic on it. So, anyways, anybody knows what those go for, I'm letting it. I want to let them know first before I put on eBay. Then eBay is going to be, $600 to $800. That's where they are. 1,200. I've seen 1,200, 1,400. These guys get crazy, but got a very nice one. Anyways, that's about it. I'll turn it back to you.
All right, Lenny, I will try and pass that message on to him, and hopefully he can get in contact with you at some point there, and maybe you guys can work something out. I don't know what the situation is as far as that stuff goes right this second, but hey, I'll at least give it a shot for you there, Roger.
Yeah, I appreciate that. At least he knows I didn't hide it, and so under him. I just want to let him know I wanted to make it affordable for him, and definitely affordable. You know what H2100B is, nice condition. That's a nice piece of equipment. All right, I'll take standby.
All right, very good. This is K8PVL with the Wednesday Night Joke Net. Is there anybody else that would like to check in? Please call. All right, very good. Tomorrow is the sun will come out tomorrow. That's the song. Tomorrow, the sun will come out tomorrow. Whatever that song is, I'm not singing it directly because we're on amateur radio. We're not allowed to do that. But hey, I'm looking forward to tomorrow because I will get 6 hours of good sun and full batteries. So there you go. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and cut it a little short tonight. Sorry, we're not having a good discussion round this evening. I actually had a rant planned for tonight, but I just want to make sure I've got enough juice for to get through the weekend on. So I'm managing my power output here. But in the meantime, let me thank you guys all for showing up tonight. Without you, this net couldn't happen. Appreciate each and every one of you pitching in, and everybody that listens elsewhere too. Thank you, Ashtabula County Amateur Radio Club, for making this repeater available to us every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. This is and for Happy Veterans Day for all my friends that have served. I know that was yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to say anything to anybody. And all the people who are retired and currently serving our country, appreciate you, and your sacrifices will not be forgotten. This is K8PVL. I'm going to return. Ashtabula County Amateur Radio Club. Did I say that? Thank you for making this repeater available to us. I think I did. I'm going to return the repeater back over to normal amateur radio use, whatever that might be. Be good to each other, everybody. KE8PVL is clear.